there. But sleep is so important, right? That's what helps us repair. Sorry, I'm just sitting on the floor. That's what helps us repair and helps our body to really fight the things that you need to fight right now. So, super important. So, a couple things to just be aware of that I've really tried hard, and it's really hard for me to do all these perfectly, especially on the weekends when Adam's home and we feel like it's a weekend and so we stay up late. So there's a lot of things that I still have to work on. And just this last week, I've kind of woke up earlier than normal. And so I've been thinking about all these things again, like, am I doing everything that I know I need to do? Because it really makes a difference. So one, we do a lot on food, and you know a lot about food, but just making sure you're getting good food every day, good clean food, plenty of fats, some good protein, high quality foods, just organic, and try to keep that. That makes a big difference for just your hormones, which is a big part of your sleep. And then a couple of things to help. So one, a supplement that you can take that's really safe and I don't know with your chemotherapy or anyone else, if you're on any kind of medications, you probably always want to check your supplements. Just make sure they don't interact in any way. But this, you've probably heard magnesium really helps at night for sleeping. So anyone that's struggling with sleeping, magnesium is a great thing to take. And this one in particular is one that your body absorbs really well. And it does make a difference what kind of magnesium you get. So this is magnesium glycinate. And the 8s, are really, if you can see that ounce. This one's by NutriKey, and it's magnesium glycinate, and I just ordered it online. And you take the average dose of most people, everything I've read and heard, is about 400 milligrams. So this comes in 100 milligram pills, so you take 4 of them. And you just take it about 20 minutes before you go to sleep, and it relaxes your body and calms your muscles, and it really can help you sleep good. So I try to remember to take that every night before I go to bed. And I think that is, besides most people are deficient in magnesium or minerals, so this is a great supplement to take, and it's like very safe, a safe drug to take, or not drug, supplement. So another way is taking a bath before bed if you can, like a detox bath, and this is the same kind of a thing. We always put we put 2 cups of Epsom salt and a half cup of baking soda in the bathtub, and you need to soak in it for at least 20 minutes, but up to like 40 is fantastic. And just let your body absorb that. The skin is such a big organ to absorb those minerals, and it will relax your body. It'll help you sweat out toxins, and then you have all that magnesium. And then I always put some lavender, or a nice essential oil like that into the bathtub with me too, and that's great. Serenity is another really good oil you can use. So that, speaking of oils, that's a great thing. If you have a diffuser, or you can make a spray bottle with just some distilled water and oils and spray it on your pillow or your bed, or you can just rub it on the bottom of your feet, or behind your ears or your temples, some lavender or serenity. So oils are fantastic to also help calm. Now, a couple of things I just didn't realize how much they affect you. One, if you look at the light screen on your computer, your iPad, your television, your phone, within a half hour before you go to bed, it completely disrupts the melatonin production of your body, and it really can affect the way you sleep. So I really try hard to do this. I try not to look at my phone or the computer, or, and I know that's tempting because everyone's in bed, and so then it's like you have some quiet time. But if you can avoid those screens, it will make a big difference in how you sleep. There are a few little hacks you can use, though, if you do need to work on it at those times of night. One is called F-Lux, F.LUX, and you can put that on your laptop or your computer screen. It's a free app, and it actually takes the blue light off and it dims your screen, so only the orange light is showing, and so that will stop that light from disrupting. So I have that on my computer. It automatically comes on it just follows your time zone. So that's really easy. So you can go on and get that app. And then one thing I haven't done yet, but I really want to, because I know it's not even expensive, is you actually go get those orange glasses. And I know you look nerdy, but when you need to work on something where you can't get because the F-Lux, I can't get that on my my iPad, and so also, or like TV. So if you are watching something, then you can wear these glasses, and that will actually block the light while you're watching, so you'll be able to sleep better. So that's another hack you can do. And then the other thing is, in your room, all the little lights on everything. Like if you have a fan, if there's any lights on, anywhere in your room, you need to put a little piece of black electrical tape over the light. And you need to have your room completely black, blackout shades, completely dark. There's a lot of studies on that, and you want it dark as you can. Otherwise, you want to maybe try the eye blinders. My husband always wore eye blinders, and I used to make fun of him when we were first married, but it is a true fact that it helps. So you could try eye blinders too. That's great. That'll just help block out the light. I don't wear them because I like, another reason if you don't wear them, it's nice when the sun does come up. If you can wake up naturally to a little bit of light, that's great for your circadian rhythms to keep them going. So you want it completely black. The other thing is you want to try to avoid the fluorescent bulbs, all that, within an hour before you're going to bed. So even in your house, your lighting, I try not to turn on any fluorescent lights. I just do like the older bulbs, you know, not the good power saving ones are all fluorescent. So lights that don't have that fluorescent light in it actually will help your body keep that melatonin still producing when you need to go to sleep. So be careful what lighting you have around your house, and bright lights, just kind of keep it. If you could do like candlelight, or you know, that just light, low light. And so I have a little chandelier in our bathroom that's just low light, and I usually use that to get ready for bed, and then not the bright lights that come on. In the morning, those are great, but at night you want to keep those off. So that's a few little light hacks you could do. Another thing, when you wake up in the morning, if it's possible, within the first hour of waking up, you want to go outside for a half hour and be outside in natural daylight. And this will be harder now that it's becoming fall and then winter, but whenever possible, if you can go on a walk or do things right as the light comes outside and is up, or within you waking, that will actually help your body to be tired more at night, because it does that natural rhythm that the body does. So that's a great thing to try to do anytime you can do it. Let me think if there's any more. I wrote a few things down because I was trying to remember. There are other supplements you can take, and I'll list them after. Some of them I haven't tried, like GABA. You know, I've heard of a lot of these. Melatonin I've actually read a lot of things about, and you have to be careful because your body's going to produce that naturally, and you don't want to take that away. And sometimes when you supplement, it stops producing naturally the melatonin it should. So I've read if you're going to take melatonin, only do it 1 or 2 times a week at the most. So, you know, that's something you might want to research further. But there are a few other supplements you could look into, and I'll list some of the ones that I've read about. Herbal teas, if you like herbal teas, like a chamomile tea is a nice soothing thing right before bed. Also potassium, it goes along with the magnesium. If you do take potassium, you got to be careful. You never want to megadose on potassium. And you want to take potassium citrate. And you want to start out with just 1 to 200 milligrams, and you can work you up to like 400 if you feel like you want to try that, but you don't want to exceed that. Let's see, I always have a fan in my room just to help with noise and block out any, I'm a really light sleeper, so I could just hear everything with my kids. So we like to have fans on. Sometimes that drives people crazy, so that's up to you. You want to, your alarm, you don't want to have any lights from your alarm. If you can buy our alarm, it's completely black unless I touch it, and then the orange light comes on. And if I touch it to see what time it is. But I try not to do that. If my alarm's set, I try to just stay in bed. Or if I'm really alert and awake, then I just get up. And most of the time, if you get up when your body wakes up, you're actually not that tired today as much during the day. As long as it's, you know, not in the middle of the night. But your body will wake up when it needs to. And also, if you can get to sleep between 10 and midnight are your best, most solid sleep hours. You will feel more rested sleeping between those hours than sleeping in the morning. It'd be better to go to bed at 10 and wake up at 5:30 or 6 than to go to bed at 11 or 12 and sleep until 7 or 8. You'll feel a lot more rested, and your body will actually do better. So the earlier you can get to bed, the better. And that's always, I do really good on that, except for the weekends. I don't do very good with that with Adam. We always stay up way too late. And it's just a hard habit for us to break because we feel like it's our treat or whatever. So another couple things that you can try. So some people do really well with just a little bit of fat right before they go to bed. So if you take some water and you put 1 tablespoon of 1 teaspoon of MTC oil, and that's a medium chain fatty acids of coconut oil, or just 1 tablespoon of coconut oil in you can melt it in some warm water. And you can also put 1 tablespoon of collagen protein if you have that. And that's really good. That will help a lot of people sleep, and they just drink it right before they go to bed. The other is a teaspoon of raw honey. It's usually one or the other that works for people, and just right before you go to bed. Both of those things are just a natural little food supplement that you could try. Also, you don't want to exercise within 2 hours before bed because it stimulates your body, and it's sometimes hard for it to calm down and relax. You don't want to make sure you don't have any caffeine at all after lunch. It needs to be anything in the morning. If you do have caffeine in any way, you want it, even sometimes chocolate. So you want it to be before lunch. If you feel like you really, like you're doing all these things and they're not working, then that one might be one just to try and see if it makes a difference, is to take that out. I think, I got to show you kind of a fun thing that I have. And like I said, this is kind of the extreme one, but it's pretty cool. So from Dave Asprey's site, I got this thing called the Sleep Induction Mat, and I've had this for probably about 6 months, and I use it not every night, but I use it probably at least 3 or 4 times a week. So what you do, see this mat? It's got these plastic sharp little spikes on it. Can you see those? So I've actually, the first time I laid on it when I was getting up, I like moved my elbow on it, and I actually cut my skin. So they're sharp. So you have to be really careful with this mat. I keep it rolled up behind my dresser so my kids don't mess around with it. But you just lay it on your bed, and then you want to use your bare skin and just lay down on it. Just go back slowly and lay on it. And I usually just lay down, put some covers over me, and read a book, or my scriptures. And I just do that. You only need to do it up to around like 20 minutes. And if you need to start out slower and kind of work up, you can. At first, right when you lay down, it seems a little uncomfortable, but honestly, I have fallen asleep on it before. It really relaxes, and it's just a form of acupuncture, and it will help you kind of get into a deeper sleep when you sleep. So this is about $50 on Dave Asprey's site if you want to try something like that. And it's pretty cool. And then I also have, I'm kind of a geek with all this stuff, if you haven't been able to tell yet, but I have an infrared sauna, and so if anyone has an opportunity to sit in one of those before you go to bed, they're fantastic also. They just help sweat and get all the toxins out, and it really relaxes your body. So this actually ended up being kind of long, so I hope it's not too long, but I know how important sleep is, and I just think about you all the time, and I hope that maybe 1 or 2 of these little things could help you sleep or ease your mind. Yoga is another great one. If you just Google bedtime yoga, there's a lot of relaxing poses and just helping your mind. There's even meditations that will walk you through meditations that you can listen to on your headphones as you're laying to bed that will guide you through it to try to get your mind to relax and to not worry about everything. Anyways, okay, I love you, sis. I hope a few of these things help. Okay, we'll see you later. Bye.